It is everyone's favorite time of year, the NHL playoffs, and it's my favorite time of year. We're going to do a tier list, and we're going to tier list every single team in the playoffs and how much I'm cheering for them. The only way to tell you guys is based on a tier list. So we got the Oilers, obviously. I'm rooting for you, kind of like the team that I'm cheering for them. But besides the Oilers, they're who I'm rooting for. Don't mind if you win, kind of neutral stance. I'd rather not. It's like, okay, you can win, but like, I'm not crazy about it. And then we're actively hating, so we're on hate watch, hashtag hate watch, and pretty self-explanatory. So let's just jump right into it. I guess we'll start with the Oilers because they're number one and they're gonna win the cup. So you might as well put them at the top, right, guys? As you can tell, I'm an Oilers fan, so pretty standard. Canadians, the team itself, if you take away their fans, I actually like this team quite a bit. I would say I'm rooting for them, but I think their fans are like so obnoxious, like it's unbearable sometimes. So for that, I'll put them in neutral. But the team itself, I like them. I like Caulfield. I like Suzuki. Honestly, a lot of their team I like. They're not really seen as a contender, so I'm not really too worried about their fans right now. But I'll just say I'm rooting for them because I like the team itself. I like their jersey and stuff. I like their roster. I think they could be a good team for years to come. Boston, pretty neutral, honestly. I don't hate them. A lot of fans hate the Bruins, but Oilers were in the West, Bruins in the East. Oilers were never good when the Bruins were good in the 2010s, so I didn't really have a reason to hate them. Marchand's not even on the team anymore, so I don't hate him. You can't even hate them for that, other than the fact that you maybe just be a rivalry. Like if you're a Leafs fan or a Habs fan, you're gonna hate the Bruins. So they have some likable players, so I don't really mind if they win. We're on hate watch for the Kings though. Been living under a rock for 4 years. Hi, welcome. My name's Ja. Oilers and Kings played each other for the last 4 years in the first round, and Oilers whooped them every time. Yeah, we're just praying on their downfall just because Oilers played them so much, so it's kind of like a rivalry. They're not going to make it past the Avs anyway, so, well, very, very unlikely they do. They're not a likable team. Only Kopitar is cool, but that's it. Stars, I don't mind if they win. Pretty neutral. Kind of last 2 years again. Oilers played them in the conference finals and won both times, so they're not even like a hateable team. They're a pretty neutral team, I feel like, in the league. Who's their rivals, actually? Like Minnesota, I guess? Colorado? Yeah, I guess if you're an Avs fan, you're not a fan of Dallas because they took Rantanen, but me, personally, I like the Stars. I like Rantanen. I like their players. They haven't done anything to the Oilers that make me hate them. It'd be cool. It'd be cool to see them win, honestly. If it's not the Oilers, like, I wouldn't mind seeing Dallas win, actually. I honestly might put them in rooting for you, but just because they have a good chance to make the Western Conference Finals and play the Oilers, I'm not going to say rooting for you because then I'll be rooting for them, but yeah. Flyers, I'm kind of rooting for them, honestly. I feel like I'm rooting for the teams that probably won't make it far anyway, so it's like you might as well cheer for them while they're here. I might take them to beat the Penguins in the first round. I'm not sure. I really like their jerseys. I like their players. I feel like I'm saying this for every team, but yeah. It's kind of like the underdogs. You kind of just got to root for the underdog, Penguins, I don't know. Am I a hater for putting Penguins in rather not? I only say rather not because I like Crosby, of course, but the only problem is if he wins the cup this year and McDavid doesn't, there's going to be too much talk about how much better Crosby is than McDavid because he has 4 cups versus McDavid 0. And I can't deal with that for another year. Especially like Penguins missed the playoffs the last 3 years, I believe. And then they make it again and then they win the cup. And Oilers haven't won the cup in those 3 years. Like, how does that guy live with that as an Oilers fan? Talking about how McDavid will never live up to Crosby, and I can't do that. So I'd rather not them win, but I'm not gonna lose that much sleep over it. Be like, okay, it's cool, I guess, to see Crosby win another one before he retires. Buffalo, like, how are you not gonna root for Buffalo? They haven't made the playoffs for like 13 straight years, I think it is. Like, how are you not gonna root for them? Unless you're a Bruins fan, like, you're cheering for the Sabres. Like, it's a great story. Like, after all these years, and they didn't just like squeak into a spot. They got first spot in the Atlantic Division. So how do you not cheer for that story? It's a great story. After so long, and those fans deserve it. You kind of got to root for them to go far. I really hope at least win this first round. That'd be sweet. It'd be great for that city and that fan base. Carolina, I don't really have any feelings about. They're kind of just there. They're not going to win the cup anyway. I would put money on it that they won't win the cup. I guess it'd be cool to see them win, honestly. I wouldn't have any negative feelings about it unless, of course, it's against the Oilers, but yeah, I wouldn't even mind if they won. That'd be cool. It'd be cool for that city. I'd rather Avalanche not win, to be honest. Kind of want to see the President's Trophy curse continue. Is that like weird? No, I'm not a weird guy. You're a weird guy. I don't want to see McKinnon get 2 cups before McDavid gets 1. That's like, yeah, it's a bit petty, but I can choose to be petty. This is my channel. They already won. If they hadn't won in 2022, I would probably put them up to like rooting for you, but they already won, so I think we're fine. We don't really need them to win, honestly. I think everyone is better off with them not winning. Just the team itself, I don't mind, but I don't want to see Brady Tkachuk win anything in his life. That gold medal at the Olympics was like already more than he needed to win. I'll put him in rather not. Like, let's be honest, they're not going to go far. 2nd round max, probably, but I don't even think they'll beat Carolina in the 1st round. I think it'd be cool. It's like a smaller market winning the cup, or at least going on a deep run is kind of cool. It's like not something you really see that much. I'll say I don't mind. It's just Brady Tkachuk, whatever. Tampa, maybe it's a hot take, but like I think a lot of people don't like Tampa Bay because they won back-to-back in those years a few years ago, so they don't want to see winning again. But personally I like Tampa. Like, I don't have anything against them. I don't think they cheated. Like, they played by the rules when they won their cups. Other teams just didn't want to do it. Ducks. See, if Ducks were not playing the Oilers in the 1st round, I would probably put them up here. But because they're playing him in the 1st round, I have to say rather not. Just for the simple fact that Ducks, the first time they're making the playoffs with this core, I think it's kind of cool. It's kind of like underdog, where you kind of want to root for them because they probably won't go far, but you're kind of rooting for them while they're here. They're playing the Oilers, so I'm going to have to see. I'd rather not see them win, but if they do get past the Oilers for whatever reason, I'm not going to lose sleep unless it's like a dirty game or dirty result or something like a dirty hit or whatever and injures McDavid, then that's different. But we'll just say rather not, just because we're playing them. Mini, I think I'm rooting for them. They haven't made it past the 1st round in 10 years, so I'm kind of rooting for them. I think that fan base deserves a deep run, or at least a round win. And they're a likable team, honestly, so I'll say I'm rooting for them. This team, on the other hand, we hate Vegas here on this channel, and we always will. I think my hate for them lessened a little bit last year because Oilers beat them in the 2nd round, but we still don't cheer for them. Unless you're a Vegas fan, I don't know how you ever cheer for this team for any reason, any game, any point of the year. They're just not a likable team. I don't like their players outside of like Marner, kind of Eichel. Like, Stone is such a prick, and I hate Rasmus Anderson. He's probably like my least favorite player in the league. So the fact that they got him just like made me just really fueled the fire to just hate them even more. And yeah, we're not cheering for any success for this franchise ever. And then Utah, I'll say rooting for you. I like their team. I've always liked their team. Even in Arizona, I was a fan. I have a color Coyotes jersey actually, so I really like their logo and their color scheme, and I like their players a lot. Like Gunther and Cooley, Keller, like I mentioned, Peterka. They're all like some of my favorite players in the league. And it's kind of cool to see like in their second, I guess, quote unquote, second year of existence of their franchise, and they make the playoffs. So you kind of want to root for them a little bit. At least we're definitely rooting for them because they're playing Vegas. So we're all hands on deck, am I right? It'd be cool to see them win, honestly. I wouldn't even mind if they made it on a little bit of a deep run. So this is my ranking. We got the Oilers here, of course, number 1. Rooting for you, Utah, Minnesota, Buffalo, Philadelphia, and Montreal. I don't mind if you win. Neutral stance. Boston, Dallas, Carolina, Ottawa, and Tampa. Rather not see them win. Anaheim, Colorado, and Pittsburgh. And then hate watch is LA and Vegas. Guys, let me know who you're cheering for in this year's playoffs and why it's the Oilers. No, for real, just let me know who you're cheering for and what do you think is going to happen. I think this is going to be an exciting year for the playoffs because a lot of new teams and a lot of teams that are usually in it that are not in it, like Toronto, Florida, New York Rangers. It's a fresh look on the playoffs, which is exciting. It's nice to have some new faces, especially Buffalo. That's pretty sweet. Utah, Philadelphia hasn't been there in a while. Same with Anaheim. So yeah, this should be a fun year. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, guys.